Hello and welcome to our class number 5. Today we're going to talk about the KRs and KPIs. So this is a very common question. What's the difference between a key result and a key performance indicator, a KPI? So remember the question that a KR must answer. Are we achieving our objective? So while KRs respond this question, a KPI also need to respond to an important question, is under what conditions are we achieving the objective? So these two, they need to work together. They need to answer these two questions, but we will see that the purpose of each one is different. So while a key result is a metric of success, a KPI is a metric of control, because a KPI just assisted me to answer in under what conditions I am achieving my objective. So let's go to an example. Remember the example that we want to become a fitness person in 2020? So our KRs here is decrease the weight and decrease cholesterol, with some initiative. Consume up to 1800 kilocalories per day, go to the gym 3 times per week, and sleep 6 hours per day. So after 1 year, I did all these initiatives, I decreased my weight, I decreased my cholesterol, and my expectations was that I want to be Christian Bale, on shape, on fit. But what happened was not this. What happened was that. What do you think happened here? We did all the initiatives that we proposed to. We decreased weight, we decreased cholesterol. But what went wrong? Why my expectation was that and my reality became this one? So the problem that happened here was that we were not controlling, we didn't have any metric of control. I was not checking if I was becoming an anemic person, if my red cells were decreasing, or my white cells, the immunity. Because I put here, go to the gym 3 times per week. And I went to the gym and I've stayed there for 3-4 hours per day, running 40 kilometers. And I was losing too much weight, that I was becoming anemic, and I was not controlling this. And it's very common in some companies. They pursue an objective, they try to focus only on the KRs, and they forget to control what is health, what is already health or under control. So in this case, what we can do to fix this problem? So as soon as I notice that my red cells are decreasing, I need to incorporate on the KRs to increase again my red cells from 3.5 to 5 to correct this problem. And I need to add more initiatives to address these new KRs. Notice that my objective didn't change. I want to become a fitness person. But I now have another key result that will translate what is success. And I have a new initiative that will address specifically this KR. So in this case, monthly follow-up with a doctor. So in order to understand better the difference between KR and KPI, we have these two different graphs. So here in the KR, we have a baseline and we have a target. So KRs, they pursue a clear shift in the baseline, and you are pursuing a new position, a new target. So you are not more, when we are talking about key results, actually we define a different position that I want to be, okay? Remember the fourth case, I want to increase, I want to decrease, I want to achieve, and the only exception of keep. A KPI differently, we have an upper limit and we have a lower limit, so we have a zone of control. So here I don't have a target. I don't want and I don't expect any shift on my metric. So I only control to see if this metric is under this zone of control. Here is another figure that assists us to understand the difference between KPIs and KRs. We can say that all KPIs, all KRs once was a KPI in the past. The difference is now a KR, I want to provoke some changes. So I have a baseline and I want to go to another position because I have a new target. So it becomes a KR. Different from a KPI that I only control. So thus, just trying to summarize all this information, we have a KR that answer the question, are we achieving our objective? They are metric of success, and they have a target defined. Different from a KPI, which answer the question, under what conditions are we achieving the objective? It is a metric of control, and we have zone of controls where we monitor those metrics. Okay? Next class, we are going to talk about defining targets, roof shots and moonshots.